is April and it is snowing. What the hell? That is so crazy. Anyways, I just had a really good session with my psychologist, and I felt like it was really helpful. So I wanted to share kind of some of what we talked about. And basically, if you can relate to the feeling of being scared to be at a higher weight, even though you might have been at that higher weight at some point, that realizing that could be a result of your environment that you were in, the distress that you were in during that time in your life, not necessarily actually about your weight. It's a manifestation of the environment that you were in. Maybe you were in a bad situation with your family, or you were just unhappy, you were going through depression, whatever it was, and then you just took it out on the way you view yourself. And for me, that was so true. I was at a point where, at this higher weight that I was at in my life, I was not happy with anything. I was acting out of control. I was acting out just in general. And I completely took it out on my self-image, and I basically correlated that weight with how I felt about myself at the time, when really it had nothing to do with my weight. Probably it was a result of feeling out of control in my life and feeling not happy with where I was and who I was, and not feeling certain about myself. I'm feeling very unsure about myself. So I feel like, and I say this because when I think about gaining weight, that's like where my mind goes, is, oh my God, you're going to be so unhappy when you gain weight, because like, think about, a few years ago when you were at that weight, whatever, when you were at your healthy set point, you were not happy. But it's like, okay, maybe that could have been a result of other things and not my weight. Yeah, trying to remember that this time, it's really, you don't know how you're going to feel at a higher weight. So don't focus on, how you're going to feel at that weight, first of all, because you're not even there yet. You are in the present moment. You are where your body is, and you should focus on the present and taking care of yourself now, and stop future tripping about, am I going to love myself, at this higher weight? Am I going to be unhappy and just hate my body and be ugly and nobody's going to like me? Focus on where you are right now. And then once you get there, you'll figure it out. Like, it's such a relief knowing that I can maybe be comfortable in a higher weight this time if I truly put in the work and recover. And that doesn't mean maybe I'll love myself every day, but it might look different than what it was like before when I was at a higher weight. And I'm not there yet, and I'll get there when I get there. And if I don't like myself, then we'll deal with it. Then we'll deal with how I can change, my thinking about myself and feeling good about myself, other ways that I can find to value myself that don't have to do with my weight. So that preoccupation with body image and food is gone. That's the ultimate goal. So yeah, I don't know if this is helpful for anybody, but like, if you've been in a situation where you're constantly thinking about how you felt at this certain weight, but that's your target weight, then this could be helpful to just remember that it is how you feel about yourself when you're there, not right now, or not based on any experience before, because each experience is going to be different, and it could be exciting. You could love yourself and be so happy at the weight, and it'd be so different than the last time you were at that weight. So it's almost like exciting, because it could be great, and you could completely change the narrative of how you feel and at that weight. So yeah, I hope that this helps. I'm kind of just rambling now, but yeah. So anyways, I don't know if I got my point across that I was trying to explain earlier. So basically what I talked about with my psychologist was, if you have past experiences at a certain weight, and that is what is holding you back from, or making you terrified to gain weight because you feel like you weren't happy, you weren't comfortable with your body, then it might be helpful to look at it in terms of what was going on in my life at that time, and maybe those feelings towards myself was just a result or a product of the environment, the people you were around, maybe you were going through depression, a hard time, and you took it out on yourself, and that made you perceive yourself in a negative way versus actually, being whatever you thought you were. Feeling a little better. I mean, obviously not like great. Weight gain is never fun. But just reminding myself that I'm not there yet. I'm not at my goal weight. I'm not, or my set point weight. And I shouldn't try and control and suppress my weight. I just need to keep on eating and following my meal plan and, trusting this process, trusting the process of recovery, and trusting that my body will take care of it for me if I take care of my body. So I don't know if this was helpful, like just kind of rewording it a bit. I feel like it was first kind of all over the place. Yeah, so I hope that maybe this was more clear and concise way of putting it. But on a completely other note, like I'm kind of freaking out a little bit because we're in quarantine. I'm self-isolating because, like I said, I wasn't in my last video. I'm not feeling super well and I don't want to go out. So anyways, I'm running out of my like snacks and my safe foods, and but I'm not gonna use this as an excuse to restrict. I actually ordered some like snack foods on Amazon, so that should be coming, and I'm nervous because I don't have the foods that I've been eating every day, and I have food, but not snack foods, not my snack foods, not my normal snack foods. So anyways, this is a hard time. This is a weird time. This is a very difficult time to be in recovery. So if you're experiencing this as well, where it's more difficult to get your safe foods or the foods that you are more comfortable in right now with recovery, we can't use this as an excuse to not eat, to not to restrict. We still have to take care of ourselves during this time. So if you're, if you're stuck between not eating or eating a non-safe food, go with the non-safe food. In the end, in the long term, it might be hard right now, but in the long term, this is going to get you to where you're going to need to be. It will make you happy and more free towards food if you're trying to heal that relationship with food. And so that's what I've been doing. For the past 2 days now, I've had 2 Pop-Tarts, not 1, but 2, as my night snack because I haven't had my normal like brownies as my night snack. So that's been a challenging thing, but it's been amazing. They're delicious. I forgot how good Pop-Tarts are, and so I'm gonna keep eating them, even though I'm scared, and even though it's not ideal. It's what I have, and it's gonna get the job done until I can properly go to the grocery store. So if you're in the same position, don't restrict. Eat the food. Eat no matter what. You have to. It's the only way. So yeah, I hope that this helps. I'll see you in a bit.